Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about something every Canadian feels but almost nobody breaks down properly, the real cost of living in Canada. Not the headline numbers, not the averages that feel fake, and definitely not the advice that says just budget better. We are talking about what life actually costs in Canada right now, why it feels so heavy even for people doing everything right, and where the money really goes. Let's get into it, why everyone feels broke but the numbers look fine. Here is the weird thing about Canada. On paper, Canada looks like a rich country. Good salaries, strong banking system, stable economy, solid social programs. But talk to real people and you hear the same thing over and over. I make decent money, but I still feel stuck. I am earning more than before, but I am saving less. I do not understand where my money goes. That disconnect is what we are breaking down today. Because the cost of living is not just about prices going up, it is about how all the pieces stack on top of each other. Housing, the foundation problem. Let's start with the biggest one. Housing. Housing is not just another expense. It is the foundation of your entire budget. In many parts of Canada, housing eats up 30 to 50% of take-home income, sometimes more. Renters feel it every month. Homeowners feel it through mortgages, property taxes, insurance, utilities, repairs, and interest. And here is the part that gets ignored. Housing costs affect everything else. What job you can take, how long your commute is, whether you can save, whether you can have kids, whether you feel stressed all the time. Even people who bought homes years ago feel pressure now because renewals, maintenance, and property taxes keep rising. Housing is no longer just expensive, it is dominant, utilities and bills nobody mentions. Now let's talk about the quiet costs: electricity, heating, water, internet. Cell phone plans. Canada has some of the highest mobile and internet costs in the developed world. That is not opinion, that is well documented. Heating costs also matter more here than in many countries because winter is not optional. These are not luxury expenses. These are baseline costs just to function, and they rise slowly, quietly, year after year, which makes them easy to underestimate. Food. The expense that never stops. Food is one of the most emotionally frustrating costs right now. Groceries in Canada have risen significantly over the past few years, and unlike gas prices, they rarely come back down. What makes food inflation especially painful is that you cannot avoid it. You can delay buying a car, you can downsize housing if you have options, you cannot stop eating. Families feel it the most, but singles feel it too, especially in cities where cheaper grocery options are limited. Food costs add pressure in small but constant ways, which makes them mentally exhausting. Transportation, the hidden monthly drain. Transportation is another cost people underestimate. Car payments, insurance, gas, maintenance, parking. In many parts of Canada, owning a car is not optional. Public transit is limited, unreliable, or non-existent outside major cities. Insurance costs alone vary wildly by province, and fuel prices are volatile. Even people who own their cars outright still pay monthly just to keep them on the road. Transportation is one of those costs that feels manageable month to month, but enormous when you add it up over a year. Taxes, the cost people feel but do not track. Now let's talk about taxes: income tax, sales tax, property tax, carbon pricing, payroll deductions. Canada's tax system funds important services, but many people feel the squeeze because taxes are spread across everything. The challenge is that taxes are often invisible. They come off paychecks before you see the money. They are baked into prices, so people feel poorer without always knowing exactly why. When combined with rising costs elsewhere, taxes feel heavier even if rates do not change dramatically. Childcare and family costs. For families, the cost of living story is even more intense. Childcare, even with government programs, is still a major expense depending on location and availability. Kids also bring costs that do not show up neatly in budgets: clothes, activities, school supplies, transportation, food. Raising children in Canada today requires financial planning in a way previous generations did not always face. Healthcare is not free in practice. Canada has public healthcare, which is a huge benefit, but it is not free in practice. Prescription drugs, dental care, vision care, mental health services, many of these are only partially covered or not covered at all unless you have employer benefits. People delay care because of cost, which creates stress and long-term consequences. Healthcare gaps are a quiet but significant part of the cost of living, lifestyle creep, and social pressure. Now let's talk about something uncomfortable but real: lifestyle expectations. Canada has a culture where certain things feel normal even when they are expensive. Eating out occasionally, streaming services, phones, gifts, vacations, kids' activities. None of these are extreme luxuries, but together they add up fast. Social pressure makes it hard to opt out without feeling isolated. People are not reckless, they are just trying to live a normal life. Why wages feel like they are falling behind. Many Canadians have seen wages rise over time, but costs have risen faster in key areas. Housing, childcare, food, and transportation matter more than small raises. This creates the feeling of running in place. You work harder, you earn more, but your lifestyle does not improve. That is not failure. That is math, the psychological cost no one measures. Here is the part statistics do not capture well: stress, anxiety, decision fatigue, delayed life plans. The cost of living affects mental health. People postpone having kids, buying homes, switching careers, or starting businesses. Living with constant financial pressure changes how people think and behave. That is part of the real cost. Why budgeting alone does not fix this. Budgeting matters, financial awareness matters, but telling people to just budget better ignores reality. You cannot budget your way out of structural costs. When essentials rise faster than income, even the best budget feels tight. This is why so many Canadians feel frustrated when advice feels disconnected from lived experience. What actually helps right now? So what helps in this environment? Understanding where your biggest costs really are. Using tax-advantaged accounts when possible, avoiding lifestyle inflation when income rises, advocating for better policies and infrastructure, talking openly about money without shame. Awareness does not solve everything, but it reduces confusion and guilt. The real cost of living in Canada is not just higher prices, it is the way housing, food, transportation, taxes, and expectations stack on top of each other. It is why people with good jobs still feel stretched. Why saving feels harder. Why stress feels constant. Understanding this does not make you negative. It makes you informed, and informed people make better decisions. If this breakdown made things click for you, let me know in the comments what part surprised you most. And if you know someone who keeps saying they feel broke but cannot, explain why. Share this with them, because sometimes the most powerful thing is realizing you are not imagining it. Thanks for watching.